It seems Japan's Kyoto city has had enough. It has decided to ban tourists from its popular Geisha district. And why is that? Because tourists have been behaving out of line. For those unversed, Geisha are Japan's famous professional entertainers. This is what they look like. They are known for their trademark kimonos and white faces. They are excellent conversationalists and hosts. They entertain their clients with traditional Japanese performing arts styles, be it dance, music or singing. The historic WION district of Kyoto is home to the Geisha. And because of that very reason, it is also a hub for tourists. It is thronged by hundreds of thousands of people who come to get a glimpse of these graceful Japanese artists. But as it turns out, these tourists lack grace themselves. They seek to photograph a geisha, but have been harassing them along the way. The rise of geisha paparazzi has made it very difficult for the traditional artists. They have been chased down the streets, blocked by crowds of paps, photographed without their consent. Often forced to pose for pictures, tourists have even tugged at their kimonos and touched the delicate ornaments in the artist's hair. The disrespect is astounding, and Kyoto doesn't want any more of it. Starting next month, the small alleys of this district will now be completely shut for tourists. They will only be open for the geisha, their clients and residents of the district. It sounds brutal, but it's only fair. For years, the geisha paparazzi has been making the artists' lives difficult. It boiled over in 2019 when misbehaving tourists pulled out geisha's hair ornaments and even hit them with cigarette butts. The district began putting up signs and notices prohibiting any kind of photography and introducing a fine even. Signs in multiple languages explain that geisha photography is not allowed without a permit. The violators could be charged up to 10,000 yen, which is $67, but it did not help. So now the district is taking stricter measures and closing side alleys altogether. What else can be done to tackle entitled tourists? Those who come to a foreign country do as they please, disrespect the culture and the rules, litter, and go back to their homes unbothered. Many even break the law. Miami Beach, for instance, has been dealing with this menace for years. Just like WION, it also is now fed up. So it has released a breakup video. In the video, the spring break hotspot is telling visitors that the relationship simply isn't working out and that visitors are the problem. You see, every spring break, people rush to Miami Beach. There is overcrowding, violence, drug activity. For the last 3 years, this has become the norm. Despite strong police presence and even curfews, visitors still manage to wreak havoc. Now, just ahead of the spring break, Miami Beach officials are implementing a month-long security measure. There will be parking restrictions, road closures, frequent back checks, early beach closures, DUI checkpoints, and arrests for drug possession and violence. You see, the menace has gone so out of hand that the authorities are willing to take a hit at their tourism and their economy, all to ensure that law and order is maintained. But it's pitiful, isn't it, that visitors need to be lectured on public decency and basic etiquette, on how to behave on a public property. I thought that was taken care of in preschool, but sadly, that clearly is not the case. WION World is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.